Alright, sorry about that. Just something came up and I had to deal with. But that's me back. I'm just going to set up again and letting people know that it's streaming. So, don't know if you're back yet, Chris, but if you are back, just to ask you, what is it that's made it more complicated? On the other hand, if you're going to join Wagner's caravan tomorrow, it might not hurt to share a drink with Hacken, or introduce yourself to the prince they spoke so highly of. Talk to Hacken. Scrivener. Find Hacken in a meat house surrounded by other Varl. Strand is no stranger to Varl, but rarely sees this many. Hacken waves you over. Went straight for a flagon. Wagner, the one who agreed to pass up a drink. I wasn't invited to the governor's hall anyway. Already missed the massacre. Every year I make the rounds collecting taxis. Every year it's a human settlements that give me trouble. No surprise, what's this time? When I got here, the Great Hall was already full of bodies. We had a few more. Humans. I guess if I only lived as long as a yacht's far, I might be desperate to make something of myself too. Not too late to start trying, Hacken. Hacken lets a low chuckle. Any Varl could count his deeds, known as he is for cutting a swathe through the dredge at Faulkner's side in the Second War and regularly since then. Easier to mentally read this stuff than it is to physically read it because of all the odd words that you're not used to pronouncing. Down here, I'm glorified bodyguard. You might have a point, just another reason to get back to Grofheim. Soon enough, I imagine. You drink until the meat house becomes overbearing, then step back into the cool air outside. Is this the right place? Prince in an inn. Guards blanket. Building, including sharp-eyed Varl, who must be working for Luton. Woman in red eventually waves you over and stands nearby, arms crossed. Greetings, Prince Luton. Yes, you're with Wagner. I don't remember you. Not exactly. I've known Wagner a long time. I'll be joining you back in Grofheim with my guards. Luton looks up for the first time. The woman doesn't react. Why? I work for the king, carrying teeths to the capital. We crossed by chance. Oh, a tax collector. Fine company. What do you want? Think where I'm being like is an noble descent. I feel like that is the safer bet. I have a habit of recording history. I thought we might talk about your visit. Barrow historian. Don't you already know? Your king and mine both have been practically trumpeting it throughout the cities. I've been on the road a while, I'm afraid. Ludden takes a deep sigh. Whether tired or ungracious, you aren't certain. Maybe both. Formality mostly, Wagner came to our capital in Arberang. Now we go to the Barrow's capital in Grofheim to cement this grand alliance for the next stage of Men and Varl. Alright, it's no bother, Chris. I was hoping you would tell me more about what's going on, but that'll be a chat for another day. Get some rest. You sound unconvinced. There's no need for it, and it's damned cold up here. You got the sense he's struggling, not to complain or try. You take the opportunity to excuse yourself. Time to go fight. Oh, at dawn you're awoken by a delivery of goods. At least you think it's dawn. Damn hard to tell with the sun. It never moves. The governor's crest adorns the supply letters. All they're just promised to you. In mild surprise, you wonder if Elric or Eric had anything to do with that. Guards see the treasure wagon down the gate. Wagner is already here. A while later, Ludin and his men appear, groggy and dishevelled. Augur steps forward, Wagner's quartermaster, if you recall correctly, in charge of his unwieldy entourage of warriors. You know him only when passing. He asks if you're ready to depart. We're ready. Follow Mogger and join the others. Usually small doors set into the gates would be enough to enter or leave the city, but the town guards have been told to push them open entirely. They mutter things under their breath that are best unheard. Perhaps the governor expected you to draw a crowd, but there's nothing of the sort, just frustrated, tired people. It summarizes Strand well as a whole, I think. Hello, Fluffga! How are you feeling? Is anything better? Hopefully not worse at the very least. Pass with raucous laughter. The mead is passed throughout the camp. I'll toast it, Wagner. There's a drink close an alliance between man and Varl. The other join in. Ludin's expression is like a stone wall, but the other laugh at your exaggerations. Eventually, sit down beside Wagner. Thanks for the speech, slurs Wagner. At least no news is good news at the moment. Obviously, could be better. Hopefully it's sorted though. Looks like you didn't have to miss out after all. Thanks to Mogger. I thought the damned governor would never shut up. Did he give you the history of his entire family? He tried, then he asked me to clean up his mess. For your benefit, turns out. I'd have given you the job given the job to you. Gods, there's no joy in politics. Speaking of, what happens after this business with Luke? Hopefully the boys go back to Arberang on his own and I can take out some frustration on Dredge or something. Starting to sound like Hacken. You don't like the life of a diplomat? Don't you miss the fight, Ubin? Down your mead instead of replying, Wagner slouches and shakes his head. There's no great joy in killing Dredge, but pretty sure this nonsense is some scheme behind Two Kings to force some kind of lineage. Used to be warriors would follow you for what you'd done. Isn't that why they follow you now? Is it? Or is it because I'm the next in line? These lines are getting muddy, old Varl. They've always been muddy, Wagner. Wagner stares into the campfire, lost in thought that you'll even do it. Rise groggily at the campsite, the casualty of merriment. Ogre is already kicking warriors awake when you spot Lynn stalking your direction. He sidesteps sleeping body. Better wake up, you nudge Wagner. You're needed. Ah, it's Ludin, always up to leisure. You look well rested. Wagner releases a caged yawn and receives a hard-eyed stare at the sun. How long to Grofheim? Huh. We're only 2 days out of Strand, you know. Come, I'll show you on a map. As they went before forming the first barrel kind of. No, they must have came from up here or something. North and east, past the ports Grofheim, far from Strand, going to be a long march. Used to have a drink last night, Ludin. Why not take the ships to Scrim instead? What's the point of marching? Silverstone Bay is called that for a reason. It stays covered in ice all year long. It tear up our longships. Too bad though. We could have shown you all the wonders of Skymersted. Half-sunken cities, rolling with dredge, Prince, dredging glaciers. You like glaciers? Ludin exhales through the nose, upward the skies for his contempt. He turns and bats aside, pen collapses. He goes barking at his company as a distance. Don't poke the ant-tail, Faulkner. He seems no happier to be here than you. Spend a few more days with the boy, old friend. You'll be looking for a tall cliff to hop off to. He's got a shorter wick than Hackett. Thanks, Wagner. Let's get moving. Another half day to Verdunfell. If we're lucky. Camp between caravan during cows, enter and time. Camp and travel. As the camp, foreign towns can upgrade allies, but heroes tent. First time by using rest tent. Resting will improve caravan's morale. A high morale will reduce casualties of foreign effect while powering combat. Each passing day will use supplies, so only rest when necessary. Training tent will allow you to safely try out characters in mock battle. Tap leave in the bottom of the cancel. so I should probably put his back up. He just does that tempest thing that wrecks all the things. Fucking War Master. He doesn't need. Okay. The rest, because they kind of made it clear the rest was done unless they all got wrecked last night.
Wedderfell. Even the name means bad weather, where frozen wind sweeps in from the bay. They tend livestock, but most are just men driven from Strand with nowhere else to go. Why else would anyone stay? We won't stop long.
By hard rock, that's a lot of borrow for some missing cattle. But a couple of days back, sent word to Strand about the cattle, didn't expect an army. He was pleased with himself until it sinks in that you aren't here on his behalf. You have your cattle gone. But no, boys. Seen men up the hills carrying them away. Don't know any men who can hoist a whole cow by himself. Scowflings out here, maybe? Could they have Varro working for them? Not from what the governor told me. I'm going to take a look around and get camp set up. Peasant spits his eyes anxiously darting about as the caravan sets up tents. We'll be here no more than a day. There's silver for any food you've got. For 100 of Varro, are you serious? Whatever you're willing to sell. Thinking of squatting? Not enough room for a couple of hunters here. Forget hundreds of. Shut up. Hear that? Where loot? Finn sounds like biting and something else. Hack takes off and back to the fighting. Oh no. Oh Jesus, he's dead. This isn't gonna look good. Guy's arm down. He can't break armor very well, so he's just gonna smash him. Bring the pain! Thundering tempest because they're all around him. Jeez. Smash this big guy first. Oh no, one of my friends is down. I might have to restart this. I can't have him go. Like one of my strongest guys. Doing. Fine. Fine. Oh, we might keep him alive. Never seen a red before, boy. What kind of idiot break your arm first? Where did they come from? We didn't even see them, they were just there. Akin goes to where Wagner lies face down. Future Val King lies motionless. Aside from a spreading pool of blood. Wagner's dead. Where did that thing come from? Shh, stay close. I think it saw us. Don't get too close. Oh no, you're the main move. another dredge? Look calm, but you can tell her heart is about to beat right out of her chest. Was. Let me see. Are you hot? No, I'll be fine. When the dredge attacked your car, you bolted. Filled most of your supplies, you can see more dark figures moving through trees when you glance in that direction. All that food, that's the last we're going to get before winter. What do we do? Don't run, let me think.
I never expected to see the dredge with my own eyes. What happened in the north? Already we see more between the trees as we approach our home, and Alette grips my hand tight. We must find Ivor.
How many viewers will go? That's all. Nothing. Ivor! Enormous barrels of Christian towers over the middle. The train of footsteps squints as you approach. Ready back, Prince Master. Thought you'd be tomorrow. Reg everywhere. Reg, how did you get through Greyhawk? Must have broken through the fort. Majors nearby have stopped sparring to gather around you. I bet they'll be here soon, if they're not already. Your screams from the outskirts of people are running towards the Great Hall. Ivor turns one of the older boys in his group of fighters. Eagle, take Alette to the Great Hall. Tell the chieftain what's happening. Rest of you gather up as many people as you can. Come on, Alette. No, wait, I want to help. And I've invited some ghosts to join us too. They're asking for dead kids. Won't let that anything happen to her. We'll have to deal with it sooner or later, Ivor. What now? Eagle, keep your shield up. We just told hold them off until everyone's inside. Figure out what to do next. More shouts draw your attention to some houses atop. Bye. Let me fight some dredge. Ah, damn it, I need to move one space sooner. Oh well, hold your move. Oh, okay. quite difficult for an elusive character like one fight. He was quite a strong character as well. Blackstone base falls. He just field crumples, and so does the boy beneath it. A moment later, Ivor is there, his sword run through his neck. Gone, says Ivor, looking over the boy's shattered skull. Alex grasps her hand to her mouth, and checking the other houses. Ivor remarks, "See if you find anyone, and meet me at the Great Hall." Bye bye. Oof, I am losing a fair few. No promotion. And what does it need? What does it need? I think because the deal with fair few dredge, I think the shield breaking ability was quite important. Music has stopped. Welcome any viewers. Feel free to chat away. I will answer you if you're in the comment section. Outkill. My fault, he was a good fighter for his age. No family, I thought I'd forgotten what it's like facing dredge. I'm out of practice, Rook. Because as long as I've known you, you've always wormed your way out of talking about dredge. This would be the time to start talking. I can tell you they rarely stop for rest. The sooner we leave, the better. They'll follow us until we're tripping over tired women and children. Then they'll attack. Even after we're wiped out, they'll keep coming, trampling corpses in their wake. There's no end to them. How did anyone survive the Great Wars? Ask the Menders, I wasn't there. But I know you've fought your fair share. Yeah, I've killed enough slag for one lifetime. That's why you're going to save us now. Don't lay that on me. Come on, let's get inside. Let's just get supplies in it actually. Not sure why they play them up and all that, but they did warn us that they'd be running low. Rook, thank the gods you made it. Great Hall is filled as it is with dozens of terrified families. Don't stop worrying yet. I haven't watched the depths is going on dredge milling around, ransacking houses. Chieftain's wife find you pushing through the crowd. Yeah, she's got to join us for the fight. They must know we're here. I have they attacked. Though no, I wouldn't expect it to last. I made some decisions, but tell me straight, what would you both do in my place? I'd have left by now. They're already outside the doors. Not so easily done, Rook. And just Ivor. I imagine us fighting back and saving the town, but nonsense. Ivor's right, of course. We can't stand just wait to be slaughtered. Where do we go if dredge are coming down the north? Rosvilla to the west. Close, and it has walls. I intend to be free of Skogr. If one push, nobody left behind. I would. If they follow us, we're done. What do you suggest? Let me create a distraction, then go. I'll catch up on the road to Rosvilla. That sounds like suicide, Ivor. Let's do as the chief is. Ivor's right, I'll help with the distraction. What did we set? I am serious. I will. Then ask for advice just to ignore it. Promise you're not throwing away your lives on this. It wasn't part of my plan, Ivor. Nope. Then I'm coming with you. It catches you by surprise. The chieftain rubs his chin, but doesn't argue. From the training she's given, I'll let you know. I've no doubt she can handle a bull. Fine, I'll get townspeople ready. Make your move, Ivor. We'll leave when you're clear. Steel yourself for a tough fight. Yeah, this is going to be brutal. I might actually lose it. Looks like it should be easier than the fight we had there, but I'm feeling a trick somewhere. Gotta get these guys a little closer to the big meat shield here. like somebody would have jumped me from behind. No problem getting the dredge to follow. You've been in a little dicey, but you've eventually been able to lose everything would really have difficulty keeping up. You climb to an overlook and wait for the caravan to appear. Or later, Oddleaf is the first one to spot them. There, she points to the road. As you join them, you can tell there was trouble. Some people wounded, others missing. The group is gathered in rear of the caravan. Oddleaf walks inside the covered figure in the open wagon, all full, she says, with clenched teeth. I should have stayed with him. The chieftain's death did shoot like a blow to the gut. Then on to Frostmiller in silence and let his hand firmly on the shoulder. Yeah. Hey, Lee! Welcome back. Yeah, it's a good game. I've played it before. I quite enjoyed it. It's just very stream-worthy. Very TTRPG-esque. Like, it's very that kind of combat, and it's very story-based. It's very sad as well. But it's quite good for a stream, as far as I'm aware. And that's for everybody else to decide. How are you feeling now? You feeling a wee bit better? Pausing to catch your breath, you glance backwards to see the caravan stretched out past the point of safety. You're spaced out so far, you're unable to see those bringing up the rear. You've got to pull them together, says Ivar. It'd be dangerous to stop until at least the Godstone. The path should be just ahead. Follow the caravan with speech. Push onwards. The bandsmen see your effort and follow suit, pushing themselves harder. Aye, there's three of them. I wouldn't be surprised. This game came out years ago. I'm pretty sure I played it back before I had this PC. Had this PC a while. At least you're feeling a wee bit better, even if you're pale. Ah, Fluffgar again. Far enough for today, I think. After a day of misery, men and women dropped their meager possessions beneath the Godstone and ridden Bandar. What are we doing? We just left our homes because suddenly there were dredge. Chieftain did what I suggested and look what he got for it. Look at these people. Somebody has to hold them together. That's you, Rook. Of course it's Rook. What we do if we run into more dredge? Should the dredge killer around here? Yeah, Varl. They want to listen to someone who looks like them. What about Oddleaf? Let her, if that's easier for you. So we run into more dredge. I'm supposed to do anyway. Why? Tell them everything's going to be alright. God, Rick, I don't know. Then you know what you're doing. That's what the rest of us do. Thanks for the advice. Basically, lie to your people. Then do whatever you want. Let them fend for themselves if you can live with it. You humans are absurd, Rick. Furious when you're not in control, terrified when you are. Pull it together. You're right. Think of how I feel. I'm stuck nursing a bunch of weaklings. You do care, I can tell. Men are a plague on the world, worse than any dredge as far as I can tell. Guys like this are why we get along so well, Ivor. Yeah, it's a giant, basically. They were at war with the humans for years, and then these dredge appeared, and basically there's an uneasy alliance between them all. Because the dredge are just killing them all. Yeah, hats are a problem, but like, you do have big badass horns. They're basically tiefling mixed with Goliaths. Sleeping positions could be a problem. You'd have to lie straight on your back and no other options. Nose out ahead. That's a very run dial. Alright, let's expect the stone. There's stone doesn't see many visitors, not much reason to travel so far east. When hunters come through, they sometimes stop and give offerings out of habit, more than anything else now. The gods are dead. Ridvindal was the god of hunters and of wild beasts, occasionally seen roaming the land that was both man and wolf. He was always depicted as an effigy with his terrible spear. You wonder how he'd think about the woods being filled with dredge now. A young girl from the caravan approaches you. I made this for you, she says, handing this crude. I don't know why the little girl went, I made this for you. Crude necklace carved from a branch you must have found nearby. Thank you for saving my mama, she says, before running back to her tent. It's no like gloomy, it's just like it's a sad story in that like the sun has stopped, the gods are dead, and there are creatures that are killing humanity. But there is wee hope moments, like these moments. Back at your tent, you rouse Lit. Clings to your arm until she's completely awake. Bad dreams. Eventually the camp is broken down. It's time to move on to Frostbella. Feels like an end more than start. Just, if love characters remind me of Edward Scissorhands, how he can't hug people. But this is like where you accidentally impale someone because you like roll over in your sleep. Oh no, it was Lee. The caravan halts when a group of men appear, the trail weapons at their feet. We've seen the dredge in your wake, says one. We don't wish to meet them alone. If you'll let us join you, we'll show you a watering hole with enough animals to fill those supply wagons and inherent fear of stranger raises. Allow the men to join you. I'll let them. There'll be no trouble, come along. You say, the men cautiously join your ranks and prove trustworthy. The hidden water hole nearby is teeming with animals and supplies of nuisance. See what happens when you're not nasty to strangers. During a rest, one of your men get too drunk and end up splashing meat in a warrior's face. A brawl erupts. Many thrown fists and broken bone later. The gator, Rafn the Star, is tossed on the ground at your feet. Angry clansmen looking for satisfaction. His personal defense is little more than drilling mumbles. I will tie him up until he dries out. Caravan is visibly relieved behind a small village on the way to Frostbella. Beds and fresh supplies. The locals here are shocked by the news you bring and discuss it amongst themselves whilst you set up nearby. I wonder how many people like Google what you should choose in these games so as they could just get like the maximum of everything. Right, time to evolve my guys a little bit. Promote them. Prime. Renner. Continue. And he can... Have group points available. What does this chain thing mean? I don't know what the chain means. Okay. Light step. Yeah, I think we've got to boost these fueled up. There. defensive. Nation as well. Needs shield breaking because that's what I've been making him do like 90% of the time. And I can give one of these. Oh, it's only one person. Dodge. He's got to be playing more defensive role and blocking things, so he needs to dodge better. It depends on the game. Like, say if you get like achievements and that for 100% perfectly in that, I'd maybe do it then. Everybody needed that. Time to leave. You're only just outside the village when two men in red approach. My name is Hogan. Hulk Hogan, says one, gesturing to the other. My brother Morgan. Sulk Morgan. Many of the village wish to join you in Frostbella. Third man, exuding rage, charges up to the group. Shut your mouth, Hogan, he screams. That's not very nice. Oh, yeah, these guys picking a fight with me. But what's going on? These bastards don't speak for us. They've been trying to divide the village since you got here. You can keep whoever wants to stay and die. The rest of us will go with the reasonable people of Saga. I'll have you both gutted before I let half the village desert. Behind the angry villager, a mob of armed thugs have appeared, all for about and nervous stares. Both know what will happen to the rest of us if the fields are abandoned. Nobody leaves. There won't be anything to tense with. If people decide on their own. Yeah. Stretch my ass. I don't know what the scam is this time, Hogan, but you've got two choices. Get back to work or I'm finally putting you in the ground. Hogan, what do you say? Thought it was unfair that he only asked me. Hogan rose his eyes slowly, followed by Hogan. Despite their confidence, the brothers are significantly outnumbered. I think I make a poor farmer. So, what do you say? Do I side with the brothers or do I side with the villagers? Yeah. They are right. The like, you're just not listening. And your eyes, you know, so nowhere to be seen. Ugh. Yeah, my daughter is not happy with me. Or it's just an excuse for us to have this fight with them as well. Yay, I might have Hulk Hogan and Hulk Morgan. Right. Let's make it a fair fight. We are clearly like outnumbering them to hell. Yeah. I'll do it. Break his shield. Oh! That was Or odds, like somebody's in the middle of attacking you and you just decide, I am going to run up to the random defenseless girl and fight her. Okay, attack him. Ah, even the hams. Hell! Why are they attacking the girl? Bloody flare. Oh. Smash this guy, get him off the field. Hey, Jesus! I believe they just went straight for the lassie. It's like, got a big towering giant in front of you and you're like, nah, I'm just going to go and attack this random person over here. Brothers, thank you. With wide grins, so many of the villagers have joined your caravan. You scan around anxiously for a lead, who had gone missing when the fighting began. Eventually you find her watching from afar. Logan returns, that moment, introducing you to his son and wife, and you soon get out again. Oh, that was a good choice, Lee. 3 was a good choice. I got a lot of stuff for that. Actually, quite a little on caravan, a little distance since leaving the village. You stop for a rest. Oddleaf approaches you both. Right, I have something for you. Oddleaf has gathered up a long banner. The caravan smells warmly. She passes it to it. What's this about? I was hoping you'd sew up the banner with everything that has happened since we left Skogger. Come find me another time, Rook, and we'll talk. Before you comment, she departs. Dad, are you the chieftain now? Guess I'll have to find out later. It looks that way. Oh, then that means... Both quiet for a moment whilst the lit unfurls the banner. Oddleaf has been teaching me how how so? He speaks pretty highly of you. Can we read the part about Mom? Oh, it's like, as if we don't have enough to deal with. It's like the sad backstory of the mum dying. I guarantee it before I even start reading. You nod. On the banner has been sewn the story of the families who have lived in Skogr throughout the years, just as is done on every banner in every town. I wish she was here, but I'm kind of glad she isn't. The section of the banner about your family is short, but a lit has been sewing in colourful designs. Why do you say that? So she doesn't have to deal with all this, the dredge, leaving home, and why did you have to kill those men in the village? I mean, if it's okay to ask. She's gonna guilt trip me. Listen, Hen, I'm in charge now. I decided to murder the villagers, so, you know, don't question it. Had to make a hard choice. The dredge are terrifying. Every time we have to fight them, I just want to run, but I want to kill a person. Please. Are you mad at me? Hey, this is like the kind of world they're in, so you might have to someday. Yes, I would do it if I really had to, but do we have to? I know what you mean. Yeah, I know. I think you're doing a good job. Your hugs you, spends the rest of your time together sewing new verses into the banner. For better or worse, the story of Skogr is your burden now. Oh. Alright. Let's get talking to. Are you doing odd? Aye, we're already shortening her name. She is no longer Chieftain's wife, she is a person. I'm alright. Not at first. Sometimes when a loved one dies, people say it doesn't sink in for a while. It sunk in for me straight away. But tell me I'm a strong woman. Funny, my father named me Oddleaf before I was even born. He wanted a boy so badly. Strong woman, what does that even mean? I forget for the expression. You're going to be okay. People look up to you. Don't take this the wrong way, but I don't want to be known for handling my feelings. If I feel nothing about my husband dying, people think I'm strong. If I cry because my insides feel like they're on fire, I'm weak. Why does that feel so backwards? I'm sorry, Rick. It's been hard. I'm not sure what to say. In the many years you've known the chieftain's wife, this is probably the most you've ever talked. You asked me to come find you. Yes, this is the banner. I thought about it a long time. You asked me to give it to you. You know, something happened. Maybe your family you should carry it. What would you have done? It was dependent on you, Rook. It should be mine. I should carry it, but I thought about why he named you. I get it. They won't follow women. Families would leave or banners would fade it. I would vote. Come on, Rook, this isn't the time for pretend. Not just about our small town. What happens the first time we need something from another clan? How will that go? The first time someone thinks they can take advantage of us. I think this is what has to happen. This is be there when I can. Just don't expect any miracles. And I know I dragged this out. The truth is, my husband and I could never have a child. I don't want our banner to end here. We'll be safe with you in Alette. I know you're going to take care of her. Puts her hand on your shoulder as she heads back to camp. All the sad backstories. Yeah, that morale's a bit bad, so I should rest. There we go, they've got great morale now. It's very pretty artwork. Small split in the trail, a few fighters stop to speak with you. Each carrying a single pack. We recognise this place, one man says. Spent several years villagers here with some kit. If you're still around, we have to warn them what's coming. With luck, we'll find you again in less than a week. What do you think I should do? Should I tell them off or should I let them go? I feel like it might be a problem if I keep them. I think lead out, so... See them off with extra supplies, they might actually return to us. Provisions to accept for family instead of food. Just stay with us, man. Hopefully they will come back. I'm hoping that the fact that I gave them supplies means they'll come back. Complaints of raftness and excessive drinking have resurfaced. This time the men stumble over some tent ropes, pulled and snagged canvases through a campfire. Nearly setting a supply wagon aflame has been put out the fire on both wagons and master's leg before leading him to go. This man drinks nothing but water from now on. Maybe many of them will just not roll their eyes. Go back to the business. Somehow you doubt the long before after manages to make another drink. Then you allow it or not. I gave him the chance though. Bucks up again, then he's out. Shouts the man from the caravan. Unabashed drunk staggering towards you, looking on a pile of silver. Screams again, pointing at the distance. He races through the caravan as fighters pull up their weapons, scout return. Both sightings. Furious men surround. There's up against the registers. He's dead. I made some poor choices, I should have banished him.
Once a strong, thriving city, the walls of Frostweller now just keep the howling winds at bay. With luck, they'll hold out against Dredge as well.
Hey, if this gives me a fight or a wee story point, I think this is where I'll leave it for tonight. Been quite good playing it. I can continue it every so often. Maybe work my way through all the games because I quite enjoyed this game. I didn't ever play the sequels. Also through Follow Crowds and Sunken Faces appear to be amazing. Gates are closed. You come to a stop at the bottom of the hill. And it's like we've got an a-hole that's not letting us in. Not looking good. There's so many people in the fields. Can't stay outside and open like this. Oddly finds you amongst the beneficiaries. Rick, I just talked to someone. Some of the women here, nobody's been let into the city. Why? It's overrun with the barrow from Bloxfab. There's Greyhorn, people from Beatra, all the nearby villages. The Dredge are everywhere. The chieftain of Frostfeller has locked himself in his great hall. That's when they close the gates. The Dredge come, these walls will turn red. You have to get in there. Looking at the alcohol. Let's see if there are any others before I start breaking down gates. I wasn't going to break it, just push really hard. Right, this is a good point to end it. that was quite fun. Oh, shall continue this another day. It's quite a sad story if memory serves me. And as you can see, Banner Saga 2 and 3. So I'm guessing 3 is the final one because this game was out years ago, and it's quite beautifully artwork wise. But like, if the other games are similar to this, I can't imagine it would be difficult to churn them out. Unless these next ones just go massive improvements on everything. Thank you for the hype. Anyway, I will leave it here and I will go and read more Brindlewood Bay for whenever that happens. And I will hopefully see a few of you tomorrow, depending on how everybody's feeling. I know that things aren't going well for some, and some are ill, and obviously no pressure, but if I see you tomorrow, it'll be quite good. I shall catch you all next stream. Bye!